Hi, so we're here today to try and save you up to £60 a month on your shopping bill. So did you know in Derbyshire at the moment we're throwing away on average 20,000 bananas every day?
That's 1 in 10 bananas we're just throwing away.
Straight into the bin. That's bananas.
We're going to show you how to make a recipe out of your bananas and how to keep them fresher for longer. Bananas are best kept out of the fridge, but if you have something like a banana bag, you can pop them in there and pop them into the fridge.
So our easy recipe, we're doing some fruity pancakes. We're also going to do a little bit of strawberry into these as well. So obviously soft fruits are something that typically get thrown away a lot as well because they tend to go soft very fast, but if you keep them into the fridge, that's going to keep their life a little bit longer. We're going to use our bananas, so obviously when they get really good and squashy, this is when we want to be using them. They've got the most flavour at that stage, so they're perfect for something like these pancakes. So our little recipe cards that we have, we're just going to follow a really nice simple one on there. We're using 150 grams of plain flour, and then to that we want to add a teaspoon of baking powder. Now the reason we're adding the baking powder is it's going to make them nice and fluffy like American pancakes. So another dessert spoon of sugar. So we're just going to give the dry ingredients a quick mix through. Louise, you could peel me a banana if you wouldn't mind, that would be fantastic. So into that we're adding 1 whole egg. Eggs, again, another thing that typically get wasted at home. You can freeze your eggs, you can separate them and freeze them, so that's a good little tip to use. So into this we're going to be using half a pint of milk, which I'm just going to keep whisking as we go. And at the same time we've got a pan already on the heat. We want a nice hot pan. Whenever you're cooking at home, always start with nice warm pans. Right, so we're looking for a nice thick mixture because we don't want it to run all over the pan. We want it to hold together to make very similar to American ones. So let's just keep mixing that in. That's the kind of consistency that we're looking for, nice and thick. So to that, our banana. All we're just going to use is a fork. Just going to squash it down. Obviously if it's lovely and ripe, it's going to do all the work for you. So we'll get that mashed up. I'm going to put that straight into the mixture. This is a fantastic one for children to do. You can get them involved in the kitchen as well. So before I put that in, I'm just going to pop some oil in. Just want a good dessert spoon of oil, and I'm just doing that so it gets nice and warm. Okay. Right, banana going in. Perfect. So just a little whisk through with that. Shall we put some strawberries in?
Oh yes, I love strawberries.
Yes, but they're perfect again because these are actually quite soft as well. So I think what I'm going to do is just keep those quite chunky in there because we want some nice bits while we're eating them. Put those in. Just put another one in there. Perfect. Right, good mix through. So the strawberries will mash a little bit. We're getting a nice colour in there as well. These look fabulous. Right, so into our warm oil. We just want sort of dessert spoon sizes in that. It's going to turn the heat up a little bit more. So we're looking for a nice colour on either side of our pancakes. So there's a nice little recipe on the back of that card, isn't there, for banana ice cream as well. So if you've got very soft bananas, you can freeze them whole, which is fantastic. If you didn't know, you could put them in the freezer. And then what you're looking to do afterwards is take them back out of the freezer and blitz them in a food processor, and you end up with a fabulous, quick and easy, creamy ice cream. So that's really nice to do. So you could serve these with your pancakes, it'd be really good.
Do we just need to peel those and pop them into a little bag?
Yes, straight into a freezer bag or a plastic container, you know, a takeaway container. So our pancakes then, we're going to get the heat up on these. We're just looking for a nice bit of bubbles on the surface here. These are already coming up. We've got a nice colour underneath, and then we're going to give them a flip over. We're just going to serve these with a bit of honey or syrup, whatever you have in the cupboard.
What else could you put in your pancakes?
Well, anything. We've done all sorts, haven't we? Added some pumpkin ones the other day. They were fantastic. We did blueberry ones, really any soft fruit. Soft fruit is perfect for this because if you've got anything that's starting to look a little bit sad, you need to try and get it used. So perfect for this, perfect for pancakes. So we've got a nice colour on. These are coming up perfectly. We're just another 30 seconds on this side and then we're going to serve up. You get to try these then, Right, so you can see with the baking powder gone into this that we've got a nice little rise on these. They've puffed up in the pan. If you didn't have baking powder, you could just use self-raising flour instead of plain. You don't have to use those two things together. Okay, so we're about there. Should we get these dished up? So straight onto the plate. Get some honey drizzled over the top of these. Wow. Look at that beautiful strawberries just poking its head through there. Right, stove off, and then just a little drizzle of honey straight over the top. Dead simple, really tasty. Nice little breakfast or a little pudding after dinner. Brilliant.
Derbyshire, we waste 63,000 tonnes of food, which is a big waste for the environment, and it also costs taxpayers £6.3 million to dispose of in landfill. When food goes into landfill, it rots and produces greenhouse gases, which is really bad for the environment and can cause climate change. So we need to reduce food waste by the tips that you've got today, or use our food waste collections if we have unavoidable food waste. So things like banana peelings can go into your food waste collection. Just to let you know about a competition that we're running at the moment. If you'd like to upload a photo and a recipe of your tasty creations from home using Love Food Hate Waste ideas, you can win £60 of shopping vouchers. So this does need to be in by the 12th of December 2014, so get creating and you could win those shopping vouchers.